Alright everybody, so today I'm going to talk about this video I saw not too long ago, and the guy, he was from a different country, which doesn't really matter, but I feel like he had a difficult time translating it well into English, and so I would just like to, explain my thoughts on it as an American, so you guys would understand it better too. So, basically, the concept of his video, which I don't remember where it was or what it is, but is this idea that Clash of Clans logic can apply to real life. And what that basically means is that if you're familiar with Clash of Clans, you start off with nothing, and you slowly make progress. You upgrade your troops, you upgrade your towers. Not towers, it's Clash Royale, what am I doing? But you upgrade random things around the village, and your archer towers, your clan castle, builder huts, you do all that, and you have all these things, and then once you do all that, then you can upgrade your town hall. And what that's basically saying, and when it comes to real life, is that mic is closer now, it's better. Is that when you look at life, you might have a big task. Say, like, if you look at a Clash of Clans, you want to upgrade your town hall, and even getting up to one town hall level is a crazy task because you have so many other small things to do. But instead of looking at it like, okay, this is my one goal. My one goal is to upgrade my town hall. Look at it as a bunch of small goals. So you want to start off, you separate everything into parts. So upgrade your towers first, then upgrade your buildings, then do your troops, that kind of stuff. So you split it apart. And instead of being like, okay, it's going to take me so long to do this, now it's like, once you do small things at a time, you get one part done, then you do the other part, and then, sorry, cut off for a moment. So as I was saying, instead of looking at life like, for example, if you're a kid, you're like, I need to buy a car, and you don't have any money right away, and it's like, so buying a car is like, you're only looking at it as this one piece of the puzzle. It's just getting the car. But what you need to do is you break it up into small little steps. So you start off, you're like, okay, well, I don't have a job right now, so you need to get a job first. Once you get a job, then you make money, and then you save some, you put some aside, so that you can slowly work up your way into getting a car. You don't just be like, car, It's not like, same with Clash of Clans, you don't just, okay, I need to upgrade my town hall, I'm just going to build my town hall. That's not how things work. So, basically, the idea is you take a task that may be insurmountable, and instead of looking at it all at once, you break it up into small pieces, and you have different goals, and then the other idea of this is you're making progress over time. So instead of being like, if you look at something, you have a deadline to get something done. You have, say, 2 weeks, or even longer, like maybe a month or 2 or 3 months or something like that. And you have 3 months to work on a paper. And so the teen mind, or the average person, is like, I'm not going to work on it until the last minute because you have so much time. But instead of doing something like that, what you can do is you break it apart, and even though it's so big, you don't want to do it all at once. That's the main issue. If you break it apart, you can do small things at a time. And so maybe you spend a week doing one task, and it's small. Just doing small things at once contributes to the big picture of things. So if, say, better example would be like working out. If you're someone that starts out, you're fat, or you're chubby, or whatever it is, or even skinny, if you're starting off blank slate, basically, and your goal is to become like The Rock, or like Chris Bumstead, so you want to build a lot of muscle, you want to be jacked, but when you're looking at it, it's like, every workout, you think it means nothing. But so if your goal is to immediately become like Chris Bumstead, then you're never going to get anywhere because you have no concept of what it's going to take to be that way, because it takes years and years and years of consistent lifting to do that. But the point is, don't look at the big picture as something you need to have right away. Look at it like it's a process to actually get there. And so this goes back to another video I saw, because like much much other people around the world and people around my age we have addictions to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, stuff like that, which Instagram Reels is the best form of short form content. Trust me. I've seen quite a few videos and sometimes they pop up, but this video I saw was like, this guy was like, you know, he wanted to go to college. And he's like, well, if I go to college, or maybe it wasn't that. It was like he wants to read a book. And the book is about, you know, getting better, being a better like man or whatever the heck it is. And it's like, well, he doesn't want to read, and so he's just not going to read it. But in 4 years' time, whether or not you pick up that book and you read it, and it benefits you because you read the book, you gain knowledge and stuff like that, or B, you choose not to read it, then after those 4 years, like, you gained nothing. But the point is, the time is going to pass anyway. And so, what am I trying to say? Time is going to pass anyway. So you have to stay consistent. And even though, like, if you look at the working out example, if you start off with nothing and your goal is, like, in 4 years' time, if you make small efforts towards that goal every day or every week even, like, at some point after those 4 years, you're going to look pretty close to CBUM. And that's the problem with life, is people look at the big picture and they're like, I need this now, but they're not willing to put in the work. And maybe that's because they're lazy, or they, like me, and they have an addiction to Instagram Reels and short form content. Or that could mean it's overwhelming for them. And so, to go back to the Clash of Clans logic, so if the goal is to get all the way to Town Hall 16 now, I think that's what it is. Like, you're not going to get there by, I don't know, never making progress. And you're like, well, this is boring because I can't make attacks, or I don't have any resources. But, like, if that's the goal, you got to make small progress at it constantly. And someday, after all that progress and those small things, you will reach your goal. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.